Namaste students. In the concluding part of the lesson, the ancient civilizations of the world, today we will do the Chinese civilization. The Chinese civilization. Chinese civilization flourished on the bank of Hongo River. And this Hongo River was called China's Sorrow. Why was it called China's Sorrow? The reasons are as follows. This Hongo River would get flooded very frequently, and after the flood, this river would change the course. This river would change its course in an unpredictable manner and inundated houses and agricultural land. And it would render all the canals useless. So river water would unpredictably inundate or flood the houses and the agricultural land, and after that all the canals, agricultural canals which would provide the water to the agricultural land, they would become useless because of this flood of Hongo River. That's why Chinese called this Hongo River as China's. The first dynasty of China was Shang dynasty, and this Shang dynasty ruled between 8th century BCE to 12th century BCE. And this Shang dynasty was overpowered by Zhou dynasty, which came after this Shang dynasty, and it ruled till 250 BCE. The Zhou dynasty, in Zhou dynasty, there was a section of officials below the kings, means the royal families or the king was the superior, and below the king there was a line of officials or a class of officials who would work according to the rules of the king. And these kings allotted portions of lands like agricultural lands to these officials as salary, and in return these officials, what did they do? They supported the king during battles. So whatever army they had, that they used in the battle, and this is how they supported the rulers of Zhou dynasty. This is how the rulers of this Zhou, they supported the king, or the rulers of Zhou, they took the support of the officials and the officials supported the king. How was the social stratification or social system during this period? The king occupied the highest position, and in the next strata, the officials, merchants, craftsmen, and majority peasants were there in the next strata. The lowest strata of the hierarchy were the slaves. The prisoners of war were made slaves by the kings. How was the condition of soldiers? The Shang kings spent more time in conquests and battles. They used to wage many wars. So the requirement of army was there. So army was given more prominence. And the soldiers enjoyed a dignified place in the society. Soldiers needed some things to wage the war. They were bronze daggers, axes, bows, iron tip arrows, bronze helmets, then metal armor. So these were the things used by the soldiers during the war. Which were the major occupations of the Chinese civilization or the people of Chinese civilization? The people were dependent on agriculture and they used to grow more rice. Even today, China is very good in growing rice. They were engaged in silkworm rearing. And China is the country where they came to know about silkworm and they started it as an occupation, silkworm rearing. silk manufacturing was a prominent industry, and later they started it as an occupation and it became a prominent industry, and China since that time only was very popular in silk manufacturing of silk or silk industry. They used to make pots and learnt various objects from porcelain. So Chinese pots are also very popular and porcelain materials. So even in that Chinese were very good in that porcelain materials also, like glassware what we use, cup and saucer. So in that also Chinese civilization, they were very good at that. They used thin cotton dresses and silk too. So these were the major occupations of Chinese. Chinese worshipped their ancestors and they believed that dead man became a spirit and that spirit had special powers. So even Indians, we believe like that. The ancestors, the people who die, they will become spirit and they will have extra power, somewhat similar to that, but not exactly that. The dead body was buried along with various wooden articles, pots, bronze vessels and other objects. So you can compare this with Egyptian mummies. Even they would keep all these things which are needed for the next life of the dead person. So here we can see the similarities. The writing began with pictures and got transformed into ideographic script. So Chinese, even today their writing is symbolic. So even the Chinese had the practice of writing, they had their own manuscript. So this is about Chinese civilization. Apart from this, Chinese civilization, whenever we talk about Chinese civilization, we have to talk about the Great Wall of China, which was built and which is considered as the one of the 7 wonders of the world. And this Great Wall of China stretches more than 5,000 kilometers. And this Great Wall of China was built to give the protection to these Chinese from the external invaders. So this is about Chinese civilization.